Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel, another AOI abrasive testing. Today we're looking at Farecla G3 all-in-one polish. G3 Pro all-in-one polish. Removes swirls, holograms, minor defects and leaves a high shine finish. Great. Engineered abrasives, that usually means abrasives which are engineered to do clever things like diminish. You know, that's what whenever I hear engineered abrasives, that's what I tend to think of. Leaves hydrophobic layer prior to final protection. Layer prior to hydrophobic. Leaves a hydrophobic layer prior to final protection. Well, that could be your final protection. That's why I'm thinking about. Use on paint, so non-clear coated automated paint, lacquer, chrome, plastic, glass and more. If it bleeds, we can polish it. Sorry. Directions. Wash and dry the vehicle. Apply a small amount of the product to the surface or clean microfiber cloth. Lightly polish in a straight back. What's going on with focus here? In a straight backwards and forth motion. Yeah, starting left to right. Yeah, that's interesting, that is. And then up and down. Yeah, I've seen that before with the Farecla abrasives. Remove residue and buff with a soft, clean, dry cloth. Can be used by machine. There we go. That's how we're going to use it. Okay. Rotary 8,000 to 1100. So yeah, keep it nice and slow. I would 800 RPM on dual action 3,500 to 4,000, which is fine. Yeah. That's sort of medium speed, really, up at about 4,000. How does that translate to my force rotation? Yeah, oh, never mind. It works. It works on my force rotation. Right. How much does this stuff cost? Well, it costs £15 for 500 ml, which gives you a price per litre of its nearest litre offering of £30, which is third overall in this comparison. So very good. Sometimes Farecla absolutely smashes the field in terms of price, but it's always up there as being good on price. Do I have other Farecla abrasives? Yes, I do. I do. I keep these two. These are nice and silky. These are like professional workshop ones, really. SFC 101 and SFF cutting finishing 101. Good abrasives they are. Just have so many, very little chance to use them, but I'm running out of my H8. I've got S3, S2, I've got Rupes, I've got, anyway, enough. Right, let's just take the lid off on this. If you can. I can't. I'm taking it off fully. Like not. It's got a cap on it. Okay. You pop that, but I just want to have a sniff. Okay, so 1992 vintage. I just wanted to see if it's got scent in it, and it has. It's berry scented, so it masks the solvent honk. Another thing is this cap, in my opinion, isn't the best. Why isn't it the best? Because when you pop it like that, come with me. I've shaken it already. When you turn this, okay, it's going to come out when I squeeze. It comes out really nice, actually. It's good sort of like consistency. But you'll eventually get some polish over the edge of the bottle. And it's always nice to just kind of wipe that off. And the lid, when you're doing it set after set after set, the lid gets in the way and you end up getting polish on the lid and it gets all mucky and caked up. Whereas these ones are self-maintaining. So I always think that these pointy nipples, keep it serious, these are the best. That's what you want to use on an abrasive. So I'm always looking at companies that don't use the nipples and trying to think why are you not using the nipples? Because they're better. Maybe there's a reason. Who knows? Why did I say it 5 times? Maybe there's a reason. Now, let's get this on. So we're going to do this. Let's get it on. Bit of Marvin Gaye or Ed Sheeran, minus the copyright. Take me into your loving arms. Let's get it on. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. I better let's not go down there. Jesus, last thing I need is all of that stuff. Right, honey, we found love. Stop it. Let's get you a nice aerial view. Have we got a good aerial view there? We've got a bar in the way. I can see that much. Let's go. How do we work around that problem? Let's go over here and then down here. How's that? No, that's going to be more barry, isn't it? How do we get that bar out of the way, guys? Come on. Oh, let's just do something. Let's just let's go around here. You're going to get a bit. It's going to be a bit of a vibration-y thing. I've learned when you put this on the car and you polish, you get the old vibrations. I'm digging up good vibrations. That's a nice shot, though. Let's do a similar thing to what we've done before. So notice it feels a lot more chalky and abrasive than some of the others that feel a bit more slimy and waxy. But let's see what it feels like when we work it. So speed 1. Just get the polish out. Crank up to speed 5. A little bit of pressure. I'm thinking of good vibrations. Lift up a bit, take the pressure off. Nice this, by the way. That'll do. I think that's enough. I think that's enough. It seems to have broken down. Nice. 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 Felt more it felt more watery and abrasive, a bit more dusting, although good. Now it doesn't say anything on the bottle about cure times again. A lot of them don't. Yeah, a lot of them don't say anything about any of that. Like Rupes are quite specific. Yeah, I think they, after you've put the product, they said don't do anything for 4 hours. Sorry. Can't see what I'm seeing. And I think they say to leave it for somewhere after you've polished. I think you've got to leave it for a bit. And some of the other ones don't say anything, which is interesting. Because, when you're applying a wax to your car, the cure time on there is relevant. And a lot of these products contain wax, so they seem to be quite unspecific in how long you leave it. Should you let it, some of them might specifically haze up. Like the Built Hamber one goes on wet, dries up. I think it says to leave it, doesn't it? I can't remember. Don't know. Where is it? Allow product to haze before buffing. Yeah, well, I don't think this is going to haze. That's obviously not that product either. So I think we're just, because it doesn't tell us to wait, we're going to take it off and see what happens. Now here I'm getting the hand ready, the robot hand. So I'm just going to maintain that sort of level of pressure and movement and just work my way across. So it's not getting it all up, a bit like the Menzerna one, which is okay. Don't get me wrong, look, it just needs, see if I bring the light down. It just needs one final kind of taking out. So it's got an oiliness to it. like the Menzerna. Let's just do this up next bit. See, if I was just to go over it lightly, you think you're there, but you're kind of not, and you've still got that haze. So it needs a little bit more buffage than you think. Yeah. Or maybe it needs a bit longer on the panel. But now it's starting to come good. Right, now let's just try and do that bit. Let's analyse it a little bit less and just buff it with a little bit more pressure. Yes, it just needs that little bit more pressure. I've got water spots on my car or something I'm seeing in the camera. Don't know. It's okay. It's okay, but I think you would definitely, so buff with a little bit more pressure and then just probably get a clean side and flip. That's not too bad. Similar to the Menzerna, I'm going to have to explore that a little bit more. This is interesting. Let's just get another clean side. Just feel. So here I've got Menzerna. Yeah, I've got Menzerna here. I've got Farecla there. And I've got Shoal Concepts AIO. I could get that wrong. That feels oilier actually. Feels a bit dry, but it's been on the panel longer. Don't know. You wouldn't really. Under the cloth, I can't feel any difference. They all just feel good. Feel like a good polished surface. I'd be happy with that. I now have a buzzing roof. Yeah, interesting. It does feel more abrasive though. I mean, the Farecla brand have done pretty well in some of my abrasive competitions. They've punched well above their weight price-wise. I think they came fourth in the all-in-one. This is the all-in-one, John. In the single stage, the pure single stage abrasives with no protection, because it simply smashed the others on price. It didn't finish down quite as well as the Germans, but that was only doing a like-for-like polishing set on this soft paintwork, and it was just not quite as good. I think the gloss was okay, but it just didn't finish as defect-free. You know, there's a bit more machine marring there from it. So is that going to... I think that might be less of a factor. I don't know, though. Because I don't know if it's the same, because there's a good chance this could be the same abrasive technology as the, what was it called, G3 Premium, that was just a single stage without the wax. Because why wouldn't they use the same abrasive technology as that single stage to cut and finish, but then introduce something? Maybe they do need to tweak the abrasive technology, or maybe that's being a bit silly. Why would you? So I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. Bring me into your loving arms. Right. I didn't learn all that much. Let's just have a look at this for a second. We probably will learn a little bit here. It's not mega hydrophobic. That's more hydrophobic, or it's going to run off if I keep going. And this we know wasn't. Yeah, that was quite disappointing actually. See, if I was to do this with the Maguires, for example, I'd... Ooh, it's run. Where's my wet cloth? This one. If I was to do that with the Maguires, I'd have really high contact angles and beadage. Just flip. So you get it wet as well, you bring up that haze. It should vape out. We'll dry that, let's just soak that. That's it, it's drying off now. Some of that sort of mix of water and some of the polishing oils on the surface, I'd imagine. Let's hit that with the other side. Okay, good. I just want to get my roof nice. So there we go. No flaws found, but I don't know much about the product yet, other than it's nice to work with, smells decent, price is good. It has a quite abrasive feel to it, like that toothpaste feel. You can feel the abrasives in it. A lot of them you can't. A lot of these feel really slimy, you know. So that's interesting. Seems good under working. Let's get some water on this so we don't dry the pad out. We'll wash off these other pads. And I'm going to start now. It's stalling out. I don't want to think about that. I'll wash those properly now. I'm going to now start doing gloss testing and then slickness testing. And then we'll do water repellency and then detergent resistance today. And I'll do cut testing tomorrow on a test bonnet. I'll take out some sandy marks. Do I need more? Probably need more panel time with some of these, don't I? Yeah. So we'll probably, then I'll do stuff off camera for the next couple of weeks, just trying to get through some of the products. Some, you know, I know a bit better than others. We use that one the most out of all of these, actually. But I don't know any of these that well. Yeah, I don't really tend to use these AOIs, but I got it right. I want to start using them a little bit because I like them. So there we go, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the Farecla product if you've used it. Other than that, I'll see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe. I've said that. Bye.
Holding on to what I knew, but the moment's gone. Where was I when you